I didn't get my cheers ready. I'm sorry.
Too busy listening.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that.
That was good.
It was fun. That brings me quite nicely, actually, onto school.
Oh.
I met you when you were about year 11.
Yeah, it was GCSE music, wasn't it?
GCSE music with the incredible Mr. Paul Williams.
Yes.
Hi, Paul.
Hello.
And you were part of, what was that choir called?
Eminence.
Eminence.
How I remember that, I've no idea, but I'll never forget that name.
No.
Eminence.
That was probably my first experience of good a cappella singing.
It was amazing.
It was,
wasn't it?
It was an amazing
So
time
good.
for music in your high school.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because I think She'll Wait was one of the first songs I ever heard you. Now, I heard you do some stuff in the music room. A cover of something with somebody else.
Yeah, with Jen.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. What was the song?
Crazy, was it?
No, it was.
Oh yeah, Heel Over.
Heel Over.
Yeah.
That was right. Yeah, that was the first thing I ever heard you do. And then I heard your GCSE piece.
Yeah.
Which I've probably got somewhere. But
Yeah, I had to listen to that the other day.
yeah, not on this computer.
It was
so
oh, great.
Okay, and then we started doing a bit of recording together.
Yep.
From what I can remember.
Yeah, we did.
And She'll Wait, I think, was probably the first thing we did. And I noticed you've added some chords.
Yes. I only really looked at this song again just before the live gig I did in Concert Window.
Yeah.
I haven't really revisited any of the old ones except from that one.
Right.
I don't know why. I can't remember how to play most of them. That
Well,
one's quite simple.
yeah.
But I like it. I like
Yeah,
that song.
it's great. I mean, I liked them all.
Yeah.
There was something about you got some airplay on a community station with one of those. I can remember.
Was
briefly.
it Good Times?
Yeah, it could have been good.
Yeah, we did
Maybe
a
Good
lot of
Time.
work with that one.
Good Times Never Last was the first one we done. I can't remember.
I think it was.
Might have been. But I certainly had a different ear for yours. You know, I heard your songs very differently to the way you heard them.
Yeah.
Which is why you're not doing them that way anymore.
They were good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not jealous or anything, or I'm not bitter at all. It was a learning curve for me as well, to be quite honest with you. But so that's really all I wanted to say because it was that song and that was the. And it was it was that era when you were at school and you were leaving school and you left school and then you for me anyway you kind of disappeared for a couple of years.
I did.
And then you reappeared and all of a sudden you were a singing teacher.
Yeah, that was
so yeah.
Well, I lived away for a little bit and did a bit of travelling around the UK and meeting a lot of people. The music always stayed with me, and I was writing a lot at that time, because there was lots of inspiration. So, I mean, you meet loads of people and you miss a home a bit and you miss this person. So, for me, it was always about, it's kind of therapy, and it's why I've never really released anything because I'd write a song, it would help me, and I'd close the book, and that was it. But yeah, that's kind of disappeared, and then I came back and went to LIPA for 1 year. And like teaching, so I've been doing that for
an opportunity
years.
Basically presented itself to you, and now you've struck out on your own, and you have Rainford and Ormskirk Vocal Academies.
They are.
So and how are they going?
Really well. I keep them quite small because I think once you hit over a certain amount of students, you can't give them as much time. And I really like, spending a lot of time with my students and guiding them and exactly what they want to do.
I mean, I see when you post the students getting their certificates.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And it's incredible. You know, you're
so
getting
good.
people with distinctions, and they're doing grade 6s and grades.
Yeah.
Flipping heck! How is it's amazing. I mean, I got up to grade 5 piano, and I just, that's enough. I'm not interested anymore. But these students that you're working with, they are absolutely incredible.
They are quite. They're really, really good. I mean, one of Sarah's daughter who has just.
Was it Sarah? Sorry, I've been calling her Sarah, haven't I?
I think she's used to that. You know?
Oh, sorry, Sarah. I'm so sorry, Sarah. It won't happen again, I promise.
Yeah. So her daughter is doing a production of Peter Pan in the Brindley this year, and that's what she wants to do. So, I mean, the exams are a big part of it, but it's also performance-based stuff, and you know, you can do anything.
I mean, a lot of independent singing teachers. And stuff like that will put on showcases, and they'll do it in the local church hall or maybe a school hall local to where they are. But Katie booked out a theatre with a full tech crew, and
and stressed myself out. And
absolutely, but I mean, I'm sure it's worth it. It
was so good.
Yeah,
it was so good. I mean, if you look on the Facebook page, I got someone to do professional photography, and looking through them was just amazing, and thinking, I'll do this again, but not for another year.
Yeah. Okay, another question, another one from Sarah. Sarah, again, without even... so, two questions really, kind of linked, but not really linked. Have you got plans for the rest of the year, and what would you have liked to have achieved by the time you get to December the 31st?
That is a really Sarah question. I've got big plans. This week, weekly, this week I'm having a photo shoot.
Okay.
Because I need some up-to-date photos and professional ones.
That's for you, yeah?
That's for me. In June, a campaign is starting with the British Country Music Association, which you don't know about, which I've never told you, which I should have.
No, it's fine. Tell me about it now. I need to know all about that now.
So basically, I sent my song out to hundreds of people, and they replied, and they liked it, and they're basically just gonna send that song out to everybody and get feedback from it, and then develop me as an artist and a songwriter.
This is the British
Country Music Association.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. So that's happening.
Hence the photo shoot, I guess.
Hence the photo shoot.
Yeah,
I definitely wouldn't have done that. I'm like Chandler from Friends. So that's happening. I've got a few small gigs booked. So the 17th of July, for example, I'm playing Acoustica in Manchester, looking for more little bits like that. I'm writing with guitarists. I think he's listening. Hello. And that's about it, really. I'm just kind of. So
you've pretty much got decent representation, and they're going to get artist development from probably the biggest players in the scene in the UK.
Yeah, he did when we were talking on the phone. A guy called Lee Williams. He mentioned Nashville, and I got like a pink haze over my face, and I was like, Nashville? Yeah, I'll come to Nashville.
Yeah, I'll come to Nashville.
He didn't actually say come to Nashville, but that's what I heard, and that's what's going to happen.
Absolutely. Don't forget your guitar. Okay, and the follow-up question from that is, what would you now, knowing where you are now, what would you say to yourself a year ago?
Oh my God, I was a totally different person a year ago.
I know.
I would say to myself, get over yourself, just do it. It's so cliche, but like I was so different a year ago. I had no confidence in myself, in my songs, in any music, and then all of a sudden a few things changed, circumstances changed, people left my life, people came into my life, and I had the right people and the right energy around me,
and the right dog.
And the right dog, my dog.
Oh,
I love him.
I know, he's lovely, isn't he? Oh dear.
And he loves music. If there's someone playing guitar, he's sat next to them. It's so strange. When I play my songs when I get home, I always play them on the speaker system type thing, and he falls asleep when I sing to him, because that's something I've done since we got him.
Yeah.
And like sang to him. I don't treat my dog like a baby. What do you want about? And I put it on, and he fell asleep. And everyone was just like, this dog is really weird. So, I love him. I could talk about him all day.
So, from my, I don't know anything about your life other than what you choose to share with us on Facebook. So, from my perspective, what happened is you got married.
Yes.
And then, all of a sudden, you're in the studio, and you found a great producer who understands you.
Yeah.
What happened between the two things there? I mean, how did you meet the producer, firstly, and what led up to that meeting?
The producer is a tutor in the college that I am a tutor at too.
Right. Makes sense.
And he's in a folk band called Merry Hell, and he's he's out there performing, and everyone in the college was saying he's really good. He's an amazing producer. So one day I made him a cup of coffee, and I went into the studio, part of the college, and I said, I really want to record one of my songs just for me, just to kind of get a bit of confidence and see what I sound like now. And he set me a date, and he said, I can definitely help you. And he's kind of one of those enabling people. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And I spent the whole day with him, and we came out with Can't We Just Be Friends, and nothing was going to come of it afterwards. I just thought, I'll record it, and then I'll put it on Facebook or SoundCloud or something. And I thought, the first time in my whole life, I think, I just thought, that needs to go out, and people need to hear it. So that's what happened, and I think he would agree that I was an absolute nervous wreck when I went in, and we had to do a couple of takes of vocals because I sounded like not confident at all.
Yeah.
So we did all that, and then he said, can you sing harmony? Now, I can sing harmony to any melody line you give me.
Yeah.
I'm a singing teacher, this is my job. And I said, I don't think I can, I don't know. I was thinking, who am I? What is this about? And then I went in and I did it, and he was like, you're so stupid, what are you doing? So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not 100% there yet. I still kind of think, sometimes I have days when I go, I can't do this anymore. So, you can't, you bare your soul. It's hard.
So you've been back in since, and you've started another...
On Friday, we finished a song. We did One Reason on Friday.
And was that easier than the first time?
No, it was harder because I thought Can't We Just Be Friends has always had a really good reaction and open mics and stuff, but One Reason is pretty much brand new. It was written 4 months ago, and so nobody's really heard it. And I don't know.
We've heard it now.
Yeah, everyone's heard it.
We've all heard it now. Okay, more music?
Yeah.
What do you fancy?
How about a new one?
Yeah, let's have a new one. We didn't practice. We haven't discussed any of this. I have no idea what's up there. So
there's no swearing in it.
No swearing, and it's in the book rather than on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So ooh.
The book.
That's a big fat book.
I know.
How many songs have you got there in there?
Well, I wrote them all down the other day, and I've got in total 32 songs.
Okay, that's probably 2 or 3 albums.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was joking about the other day. I'm recording an EP, and it's going to be released in summer sometime, and I've got to choose between 32 songs that I actually quite like.
Yeah. So
it's really difficult. So if you've got any suggestions out there, please.
Yeah, please do. We'll have as many suggestions as you like. So what are we doing?
It's called Something Wrong.
Okay. In your own time.
There's something wrong. I can tell by the way you're talking, like we're strangers again. Give me a sign, give me a chance, and we can start over. We can turn back time. What do you do when there's nothing to lose? How do you try when you know there's something wrong? We took a chance. We took a chance on loving forever, and I'll take it again. What do you do when there's nothing to lose? How do you try when you know? What do you do when there's nothing to lose? How do you try when you know there's something wrong? There's something wrong. There's something wrong.
Yeah, I think the children like that one.
Where did you come from?
I should really remember to turn your reverb off after you stop singing. Yeah, thanks for that. That's really nice. I like that. Does everybody else like it? Yes, Nige. Of course we do. Okay, we mentioned briefly the Good Intentions and C2C, which,
Yes.
Although you weren't performing at next year, maybe.
Yeah.
You did go this year. I know it's a huge country music festival in the UK, but I need to know more about it from you, because I'm going to ask you about country artists that have influenced you in a minute. But give us a flavour for what C2C is and how it works.
C2C is it's massive. It's in the O2 Arena, and it's just full of up and coming country. It's, you know, older country artists, people who are in the charts. Everybody kind of comes together, and it's including songwriters as well. They're not always performers, which I really liked. Obviously Lucy Silvis is a country writer who's living in Nashville. She's from the UK. And
I didn't know she was UK.
Yeah, she's from the UK. And she's amazing. So I went to see, actually, the main people I went to see is Maren Morris, who you know.
I know Maren Morris.
And Brothers Osborne, and she's married to
the
guitarist of Brothers Osborne.
Okay, so
she was there.
Is the whole of the country music scene a bit like that, or?
I think so.
Yeah, everybody's married to everybody else.
Yeah, it is. It is quite like that. So that's who I went to see, and I've discovered some really cool people. I can't remember what the band is called, but I've played them over and over and over again.
Can you? I mean, I know this might sound stupid, but can you? Is it the kind of thing where you go and you can buy yourself a pair of boots and a frilly jacket and a hat and
what did I come home with?
A pair of boots, a hat, and a frilly jacket.
No, I got loads of t-shirts. I think I drank a bit too much.
So you're wearing your denim shirt though, so you're almost there, yeah.
I am, yeah. And I just got loads of like little bits, like photographs to the wall, like always in my heart, Nashville. You know, with got all that cheese on the wall. But also on the wall is Lucy Silver's autograph, who I met there.
And she tweeted you or something,
she
didn't she? You went all fangirl.
Oh, you should have seen me in person. I was like sobbing, like I love you so much. And I think I scared her a little bit.
Yeah. You do realise that, you know, being part of now the British Country Music Association, whatever thing that it is you're doing, the likelihood of you actually bumping into and working with people like Lucy Silvis is exponentially higher now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be cool.
No. I think under those circumstances I would certainly have the same problem as you seem to think you will have, but you know, you've got talent to back it up, whereas I'm just a bit of a button pusher, really. So who has been the biggest influence, do you think? Let you drink your coffee first, it's alright. You've been talking for far too long. And singing. At least I've had a rest while you've been singing.
Obviously Lucy Silvis is she's probably one of my most influential songwriters.
She's a songwriter. She's not a singer.
She can absolutely sing, and
Right.
she had a couple of hits in the UK, but it wasn't particularly country. But I think her style is very country now. But she's written for like Miranda Lambert, who is one of my other inspirations. She just released a double disc album, 14 songs. It could be singles for me. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people talking about it like that. But she was married and she had a divorce and it was really public, and then she came up with that and she said that's me, that's my heart, and that, you know, and that's really brave.
That's I've heard other artists recently that have been through similar things and come out with incredible albums from painful periods in their life. I'm just wondering, I mean, is the converse true, where you can have something really euphoric happen to you and can you create the same level of, I'll call it art, with happy stuff? Does it happen? I
don't know. I'm sure.
I'm not really asking you. I mean, it's just a rhetorical question, really. But
I don't. It depends why you write.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said before, I write for it helps me. It really helps me, and like I used to just close the book and it was done, and you do get that euphoric feeling afterwards, and you feel lighter. It's just one of those processes. I
mean, as you know, Beaten Track Radio is part of Beaten Track Publishing. Publishing, it's about writers. So that's not necessarily just about people who write books. You know, you're a writer. This is this is definitely within our remit to do, and the difference, and this is going to sound really cheesy and corny and make me sound, well, it's going to make me sound like it makes me sound. Have you seen Music and Lyrics, the movie?
Yes.
Okay. In there, what's his face? Hugh Grant says nothing can make you feel better, quicker than I've Got Sunshine on a Rainy Day. And essentially a pop song, a 3-minute pop song, is a 80,000 word novel condensed into it's a whole story. Story songs, absolutely brilliant. I mean, there are to my mind there are some incredible examples of story songs, and the only one I can think of at the moment, which I love to death, is Robbie Williams' Me and My Monkey. Absolutely love that. It was absolutely brilliant. You'll love it. It's all Tijuana brass, and it's absolutely incredible. I'll play it to you later. But you know, country are very, very good at story songs.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just trying to think Lucille. I guess that's that's Kenny Rogers, isn't it? Let the find time to leave me. It could be. Yeah, but anyway, all those story songs that come out of country.
What about Jolene?
Jolene, absolutely,
amazing country story song.
And that's what they're really good. And what's the one? The one from that was in Smash, Redneck Woman.
Yes.
I love that. I've only ever heard Catherine McPhee sing it, and she kills it. So. What do you look like? My daughter's just looking in the door with a face pack on. So, in her dressing gown. So say hi, Jasmine.
Hi.
There we go. Okay, should we have some more music?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Okay, don't know, anything you like.
Okay. Right, I'll do this one, but
okay.
It's, don't know if I'll get it right. So
Okay.
if I just stop halfway, that's why.
What are we doing?
He Wasn't Looking at Me.
Right, okay, this is another on the guitar, just turning up the right faders. Okay, when your own time.